September 22nd, 2025. Tonight, Proverbs chapter 26. The nature of the fool and the lazy man. Solomon hit it right on the head on this chapter. He did on all of them, but this one's really powerful. Okay, let's see. We're on Rumble. We're on a whole bunch of channels. Let's see. Facebook, Rumble, Twitter, or X. Are we ever on app? Get on, sign up for all of them in case they take us off of one. Somebody sent me, was that Joseph, was you telling me, or Bobby, that they're doing something about making YouTube restore channels?
Yeah, I've already submitted a video for our channel.
If they restore the original one from a couple of years ago, it'd have 250,000 subscribers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, they've taken us off, what, 4 different times? Don't tell us why.
I put the appeal in for the
Yeah.
Yep.
See, these atheists can't handle the truth.
That's correct.
Okay, let's see. We're on TikTok, a bunch of people there. So come join us here. So the 23rd. Chris, a DAL fan, is turning 59 on October 1st. He has leukemia. I'd like everybody to write him a birthday card. Send it to, I lived in Pontiac, Michigan for 3 years, where I went to college, or 2 years, 2.5, doesn't matter. Okay. Chris drops 1099 Meadow Lawn Drive, Pontiac, Michigan. Send him, or you can send words of encouragement. Is that the right email for Bobby, secretary at Dr. Dino?
Yeah.
Okay, you can get that one. And we'll send all the messages to him. Okay. A bunch of folks feel sad and lonely over Christmas and over any holiday because they don't have a family. Come on down. We will be your family. Come down for Columbus Day. We tell people that's the day the Indians discovered Columbus in their front yard. Can we help you? Yeah. And then we have the Fall Festival coming up instead of Halloween. That'll be Friday and Saturday. Got all kinds of activities here. And there it is. The Veterans Day, please come down. Vets will honor you. Okay. Thanksgiving. You can join us for Thanksgiving. Join us for Christmas. If you're lonely during the holidays, come visit. We'll be your family. Free cabins, utilities, and meals for 2 or 3 days, and then we can put you to work or kick you out. Okay. 855 Big Dino, extension 5 to reserve a cabin. We might have 10 more rooms available in the Ark by then. These guys are working frantically on that. Okay. We've had tens of thousands of visitors from all 50 states. Come join us. If you don't have a family, we will be your family. All ages love this place. Okay. How did your boy like that tour today, huh? Your son, did you like the real tour? You're down there killing Goliath with the golf balls? Good. Remember when David hit him in the forehead, Goliath said, nothing like that ever entered my mind. Yeah. So come on down and see the place, Dinosaur Adventureland. It's amazing. God has been good. Okay, it's a perfect place for family reunions, for conferences, for revivals, retreats, scout camps, etc. Perfect place to learn real science. The Earth is 6,000 years old. It is not billions of years old. That's scientifically accurate, okay? The dinosaurs always lived with man. Geologic column does not exist anywhere in the world except the textbook. The Grand Canyon is a washed out dam formed in just a few weeks. Evolution is the dumbest and most dangerous religion in the world. Learn how to defend your faith. Would you believe it? Today, or a couple days ago, Bill Nye was given a spot on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Bill Nye teaches and advocates for the teaching of evolution. Bill, I'll debate you anytime. He's a mechanical engineer degree, okay, which is fine, but he's not a scientist. He believes it came from a rock. Bill, anytime, bring it on, please do, okay? He thinks evolution is the fundamental principle of biology. Bill, that is stupid. It is not. There's nothing to do with biology and should be taught as well-supported scientific fact. Well, then, Bill, call in and give me the scientific facts you know of that support the evolution theory. I'll debate you on any one of them. Give them to me. He argues not teaching evolution is detrimental to science. That is exactly the opposite. Evolution is pollution in our science textbooks. Prove me wrong, Bill. Come on, come down, visit Dinosaur Adventureland. He wrote a book, Undeniable Evolution and the Science of Creation. So anyway, sad day, Hollywood Walk of Fame. Okay, here we go. It's Proverbs 26. As snow in summer, well, that's odd to get snow in summer, and rain in harvest. Oh, that's bad for the crops. So honor is not seemly for a fool. There's just something not right about getting snow in the summer. There's something not right about a fool being honored. As the bird by wandering, as the swallow by flying, so the curse causeless shall not come. Great verse. If there's a curse, there's a cause. You having trouble in your life? feel like you're cursed, everything's going wrong, financially, emotionally, physically, whatever, maybe you're causing it. Son, remember when we started this study back in chapter 1, I told you in verse number 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. You can tell when somebody's a fool. You try to give them help, you try to give them instruction, and they hate you for it. They're a fool, okay? It's easy to spot a fool. They hate to learn or be corrected. Son, remember that tree that Brother Hovind shows on his tour that just doesn't listen and just follow the light? If trees just simply follow the light, they grow straight. That tree is like a fool, son. Jesus is the light. The Bible is the light to your path. Follow them, not the folks you meet. You're going to meet fools in life, son. Don't fall for it. Son, that tree will always be under stress. You know, a tree that grows crooked is constantly under stress. It's no relief. The straighter it grows, the less stress it's under. You want to get rid of the stress in your life? Grow straight. Follow the word, follow the Lord. It's not complicated. You wouldn't have to be stressed out all the time if you just follow the light. Some trees just don't get it. Some people don't either, son. They are fools. Don't let them wreck your life. A fool and his money are soon parted. Let's see. Son, fools are usually broke and always trying to borrow money, no matter how much they make. They don't use wisdom in spending it. The price of smoking for a lifetime is lowest in the South. It's cheapest down here. Oh, let's see, really. For a lifetime of smoking, you will spend between $1 and $2 million, according to the cancer letter. How much money will you save if you quit? Well, assuming $6 a pack, I got no idea what they are. If you quit after a year, you'll have saved $4,387 and added 112 days to your life. If you quit after 5 years, you'll have saved $21,900 and add 558 days to your life. Duh, you need somebody to point it out to you? Stop, okay? Person who smokes for 40 years will have spent $175,000 plus medical costs. And now you can't afford groceries because you decided to buy a cloud of smoke instead. And you expect others to support your habit. You don't get it, do you? Person who chooses tobacco, $13 pouch of tobacco, according to this advertisement. I got no idea what it costs. Will spend $5,000 a year. That's $200,000 in 40 years. Could you use that money right now? Average soda drinker consumes two 12-ounce cans a day. They would spend $1,400 a year on soda. Average cost of owning a dog, just owning a little dog, $1,390 a year. Mid-sized dog, $3,300 a year. Big dog, $5,300 a year. You really got to have that dog? What's my emotional support? I know I've heard all. The fool doesn't get it. They're spending their money on stuff they don't really have to have and wonder, where did it all go? As the bird by wandering, the curse causeless shall not come. Maybe you caused your own curse by your habits. I remember when I was 12 and some of my buddies were smoking cigarettes. I smoked my first one or two cigarettes. I said, do I want to put a butt in my mouth and suck on it the rest of my life? No, I haven't spoken any since, okay? So I quit, all right? Honor is inappropriate for a fool. This is a commentary. Comparing it to snow in summer or rain in harvest, unseasonable and disruptive. The misplaced honor increases the fool's folly and makes him more unfit for responsibility. And he neither deserves it nor knows how to use it properly. People that are fools want you to honor them. They want everybody to think they're important, but they don't know how to use importance if they had it. If you made him the mayor of something, it would ruin him. It'd ruin the city too, by the way. Fools, described as unteachable, hardened, are compared to animals needing discipline. A whip for a horse, a bridle for a donkey, a rod for the back of fools. They require correction to be trained in righteousness. However, they often reject instruction and continue to cause harm to themselves and to others around them. A whip for the horse, a bridle for the ass, a rod for the fool's back. Answer not a fool according to his folly, lest thou be like unto him. Answer a fool according to his folly, lest he be wise in his own conceit. Atheists will say, see, there's a contradiction in the Bible. Solomon, the wisest guy that ever lived, knew what he was doing when he wrote this. Sometimes it's good not to answer a fool. Sometimes it's good to answer a fool. Not a contradiction. Depends on the situation. That's why I do the whacking atheist. Sometimes they just need whacked, trying to wake them up, okay? He that sendeth a message by the hand of a fool cutteth off the feet and drinketh damage. You're just going to mess up. Probably the message is not going to get delivered. The legs of the lame are not equal, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. He that bindeth a stone in a sling. I meant to bring my sling in. I got it in my Jeep. A sling, you got the little pouch and 2 strings, you swing it around. If you tie the stone in the sling, it ain't going to work. It's supposed to come out, when you let go. If you bind a stone in a sling, you're like him that giveth honor to a fool. As a thorn goeth up into the hand of a drunkard, so is a parable in the mouth of fools. The great God that formed all things rewardeth the fool and rewardeth transgressors. God will give them what they need. As a dog returned to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. If you rescue them once, they'll go right back to it. They didn't get it. Like that tree I tell on the tour down there. This guy doesn't get it. I tell him every day when I go by, straighten up, follow the light. He just doesn't get it. Just like the snow in summer is unseemly, the curse causeless shall not come. Some fools think they're cursed and God hates them, when actually they're just stupid about what they spent their time and money on. God's not cursing you, you curse yourself. Son, learn to spot fools and don't rely on them. They will cause damage. God will deal with them. Focus on your calling. Seest thou man wise in his own conceit? He thinks he knows it all, thinks he's, all that, everybody. There's more hope of a fool than him. That's a notch lower than a fool, the person who thinks they know it all. One thing worse than a fool is the one who thinks he's wise. Be cautious of those who toot their own horn a lot. The slothful man saith, there's a lion in the street, in the way. A lion is in the streets. I can't go to work today. There might be a lion on the highway. As the door turneth upon his hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. Son, lazy people will make up wild stories for excuses about why they can't work. The slothful man hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieveth him to bring it to his mouth again. They're so lazy, they won't even bring the food to their mouth. If you bring them food, oh, thank you so much. Here, put it in my mouth for me. Chew it up for me first, would you please? Lazy. The sluggard is wiser in his own conceit. He thinks he knows it all. In his mind, the lazy people think they're smart. He's wiser than 7 men that can render a reason. There's just no reason. There's no use arguing with them. Son, lazy people often think they're smarter than anyone else. They're too lazy to even feed themselves. He that passeth by and meddleth with strife belonging not to him, it's not your fight, is like one that taketh a dog by the ears. Don't do that, son. Son, don't get involved in other people's arguments. You can get hurt. As a madman who casteth firebrands and arrows and death, so is the man that deceiveth his neighbor and saith, am not I in sport? Hovind translation, I'm just kidding. Yeah. You deceive your neighbor and say, oh, I was just kidding. Yeah, just kidding. Ha ha. Where no wood is, there the fire goeth out. So where there is no talebearer, the strife ceaseth. If people would just quit talking, the fight would stop. As coals are to burning coals and wood to fire, so is a contentious man to kindle strife. Son, sometimes the best way to stop an argument is just stop talking. Don't add wood to the fire, and pretty soon it'll go out. It's not complicated. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. They go down into the innermost parts of the belly. They hurt deep. When somebody's telling stories about you that aren't true, it hurts. Burning lips and a wicked heart are like a potsherd. A potsherd's a piece of broken pottery. What's that worth? Nothing. Covered with dross. What's that worth? Nothing. Hey, a wicked heart is just plain useless. Talebearer mentioned in the Bible 6 times. You can read all those verses. First start in the law, the book of Leviticus. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Okay? The words of a talebearer are as wounds, Proverbs 18. Same thing again, Proverbs 26. The words of a talebearer are as wounds. Okay? He that dissembleth with his lips and layeth up deceit within him. This is the only time that word dissembleth is used in the Bible. When he speaketh fair, believe him not, for there are 7 abominations in his heart, whose hatred is covered by deceit. His wickedness shall be showed before the whole congregation. Dissemble, to make believe with the intent to deceive. Some people, you just can't believe anything they say. They're going to try to deceive you. They'll make promises they can't keep. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein. He that rolleth a stone, it'll return upon him. This is that karma stuff again. A lying tongue hateth those that are afflicted by it, and a flattering mouth worketh ruin. Look, you dig a pit and fall in it. Look, if you dig your own pit by your dumb decisions, is that what happened? There's the first rule of the hole. Stop digging. First rule, simple. It's not complicated. Yeah, I'm in a bind. I got it. Well, stop digging. People say, Brother Hovind, I'm broke. Okay. When's the last time you smoked cigarettes? When's the last time you bought a beer? When's the last time you bought a Coke? When's the last time you bought tobacco? Well, this morning. Well, then you're not broke yet. Okay. When you're really broke, you'll start to realize, whoa, this is dumb. Costing me a lot of money. Stop digging. The rule of the hole. Okay. There we go. That's kind of short tonight. Thank you so much. Questions or comments, Joseph? You said you had some comments for tomorrow night. Comments?
Yeah, I have some for tomorrow. It's a couple tonight, but
Nicholas, hope you and the crew are doing well. My question is, we know the Russians have dug kilometers deep into the earth. What would happen if evolution found an imaginary alien species called Arctiguanus lizard? No matter what they find, they're going to twist it to fit their theory. Doesn't matter what they find. If they find a living dinosaur, they'll say, wow, this one survived for 70 million years. Their theory is sacred to them. It's their religion. They won't give it up. So, yeah. Brother, I'm with you on smoking, but don't you dare compare owning a dog to that. It's retarded. Joseph, did you see that short I sent you about the idiots who own chihuahuas? The dumbest, meanest dog. If you can afford a dog, that's fine. We had one wander up in my yard when my kids were little. They fed it, and I kept feeding it for 12 years. I took it to the vet one time. I said, what kind of dog is this? He said, well, I'd say his mother's Australian Shepherd, and his father was from a middle-class neighborhood. Another friend of mine came over to visit. He said, he saw my dog. He said, Brother Hovind, you've got a full-blooded Canardly. He said, a what? Look at your dog. You can hardly tell what kind it is. When the last kid got married and the dog died, man, home free, brother. Home free. Okay. Hello, Brother Hovind. Hope you're doing well. Yes, God is good. Some of his kids drive me nuts, but God is good. Yeah. Please clarify why in the King James, heaven in Genesis 11, New King James Version that says, oh, it must mean Genesis 1:1.
yeah.
I'm assuming that it is. Okay. Well, in Genesis chapter 1, verse 1, God created the heaven singular. Later, a couple verses later, he divides it up into three slices. First heaven, second heaven, third heaven. I covered that on video number 2 and several times in my shows in the last few months. See, he didn't create the water above the firmament until later on. I think whatever it is, verse 2, 3, 4. Let there be waters above the firmament. So Genesis 1:1 should say heaven singular because it wasn't divided up yet into the three slices. A lot of the new Bibles say heavens plural. Throw those all away. Get a King James, the old King James. Stick with it. Nino, if evolution is sacred, why has the theory changed since it was proposed? Well, because different things get exposed, and rather than give it up totally, they just, they morph it to something else. But the basic theory is still the same idea. We all came from an amoeba, which came from a rock that got rained on, which came from a dot of nothing that exploded. That part hasn't changed. It's real stupid, real stupid. Hey, if you think evolution's true, call for a debate. Anybody, 855 Big Dino, extension 4. Take them all on same time, okay? Always love your videos. Evolutionists really do cling to it. Geology would be better without the influence. Absolutely. Geology, geo meaning earth, study, ology, study of. The study of the earth is wonderful. I taught earth science for 15 years. I love it. Evolution has nothing to do with it. All those layers that we see, nearly all of them, formed in 1 year in Noah's flood. The geologic column does not exist anywhere. They'll say, oh, we found it in New Hampshire or something like that. No, you're missing the point. If the top layer is younger Where did it come from? How can this dirt be 10,000 years old up here, and this dirt's 2.5 billion years old? Where was all that dirt hanging out for 2.4999 billion years? Come on. It doesn't exist. All over the world, petrified trees are found standing up, running through all these layers. I show that on my video 4, and I've showed it many times on here. Just Google polystrata fossils. Thousands have been found. In France, there's a whole hillside with all the petrified trees upside down, running through all the layers. Did the tree grow the wrong way, looking for sunlight for millions of years and finally gave up? No. The layers all formed in one big flood, Noah's flood, with the tidal pumping. See, the moon would be pulling the water up, pushing it, letting it drop back down, pulling it up, drop it down. Every 6 hours, 12.5 minutes, you get a new layer as the water's rushing sideways. Watch the video, Experiments in Stratification. It's an old one from, 1950s or 60s or something. It's really good. As the water's moving sideways, it'll make 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 10 layers at the same time. So the fossil on top might actually be younger than a fossil on the bottom if it was downstream from it. It has to do with this way, not this way. There is no geologic column. You guys really got suckered to believing that.
This is pretty common in Doc discussion.
How could there be 24-hour days before the sun was made? Good. Well, God himself is light. God said, let there be light. So there was light. Later on day 3, he made the sun, moon, and stars. I think he did that purposely so we would know not to worship it. A lot of cultures worship the sun, which is stupid. And so I think it's just, look, we got to have the sun. It's very important, okay? But you don't worship it. It's not God. God is the light. So he was the light for the first day or 2. Okay, I missed that one, brother. Okay. We need to come visit you in Alabama. I love your content. Come on down. We got cabins you can stay in. It's a lot of fun here. A lot of work, too. We need people just to want to work. Most people want to talk. We want people who want to work, okay? It's said that creationist theory is not shared with geology students. Love to see the video. Watch my video number 6 of my series. Get the whole series for $50, 18 hours. Copy it all. Send it back, get your money back, okay? But video number 6, called the Hovind theory, of where the water came from to flood the world, what happened to it, where did it go? I cover that for almost 2 hours. Video 6. Get the whole series, okay? Great Christmas presents, by the way, coming up. Get them for all your grandkids and great-grandkids. Did God create the heaven and the earth without form and void? Yes, without form and void. Void simply means empty. Without form it means there's no form to it, like a water. Water floating in space would have no form. I can pour it into a glass and it takes the form of the glass, but it doesn't mean it's destroyed. It just means it's without form and void. More? That's it.
I mean, Nino doesn't believe it still. He says it's not sacred or dogma.
I cannot hear you.
Nino Savant says the most tested theory in science, evolution.
The most tested theory in science is evolution? Well, then it has failed every test. Just because you test it, show me any evidence of any animal producing something other than its kind. Cows always have cows. Dogs always have dogs. There are no exceptions. But they've got these stupid family trees with the dog and the cow connected with a common ancestor. So, yeah, they're both eukaryotes. Okay, they're both attracted by gravity too. So's a tank. That argument, they're both eukaryotes, therefore they're related, is stupid. It's a common building block, eukaryotic cells. It's a good design. So God used it in lots of stuff. But they say here, the duck is related to the whale. Now, kids, if you don't believe this, you are smarter than a college professor. You'd have to go to college for years to be dumb enough to believe these charts. Okay? You disagree? Call for a debate. Come on. I'm sorry, I missed that one.
Oh, he was just saying hello.
Okay. James, I saw the Seneca Mountain in Virginia, West Virginia. Do you know anything about them? Not particularly. Tell me. Usually, local people give tours of these, impressive places like hills and valleys and mountains. They got their evolution speech all, lined up. When I flew the guy took me in helicopter down to the bottom of Grand Canyon, he said, "Folks, we just went back 300 million years." I looked at my watch. It was the same day. I said, I want my money back. We didn't go back at all. Yeah. Okay, any more?
We'll do this as the last one.
What do you think of answers to Genesis and Ken Ham? Many major disagreements. All minor stuff. No, doing a great work. He's definitely on our side. He's an ally. I wish he'd used the King James. He wouldn't have cages in his ark. He'd have rooms like we're going to have. But otherwise, he does a great job. Okay, highly recommend it. Okay, see you tomorrow night. Whacking Atheist? Yeah, Wednesday. Love Whacking Atheist. On all the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I wear my red Hawaii. It's not even a Hawaiian shirt. I was disappointed, brother. Bangladesh, India, China, anything but Hawaii. Hurts my feelings. It's okay. All right, see you tomorrow. Bye.